Yes, sirree.
I'm not freaking blind, guys. It's Gweilo style.
I think it's Thursday.
You could die.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Geez, you know. Oh yeah, because it goes on and on and on. For all you haters, there's something to chew on for the next couple of minutes. Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. Today we're going to be driving around Nanning City and checking out how many people are wearing masks. She's not wearing a mask. You see, in Guangxi province, the fear has subsided to the point where some people wear masks, some people don't wear masks, some people wear masks underneath their chin. There's no really uniformity. I do know that if you're going into Walmart and you don't have a mask on, you ain't getting in. So that guy there, he's got his mask underneath his chin. That guy there's got his mask underneath his chin. She's not wearing one. A couple people there were wearing them. Guy walking beside, chin under the mask, chin under the mask. You know what I mean? So when you've got no fear anymore from the CV in a place like Nanning, China, people just tend to relax. You see, when Jilin in the northern part of the country got another wave, the second wave of the CV, I figured, because you started seeing people starting to wear masks again, like even the police on the corner here not wearing a mask, you know what I mean? And another police, a mask under his chin. So it's just not that big of a thing here in southern Guangxi province. Maybe it's because of the heat, because boy oh boy guys, she is freaking hotter than a $5 pistol here, I tell you. It's with the Humidex, we're sitting at 40 to 45 degrees in the afternoon, and maybe goes down to 27, 28 at night. So she's and during the day 34 to 37 without the Humidex. So maybe there is something to be said about this virus not liking it when it's hot outside. Up in northern China, coming out of Russia, they do have a little bit of a problem of people coming in and with the CV, and most of them are actually Chinese citizens just coming home from abroad, whether they're working, vacation, whatever, not sure. But as you see, like under the chin, no mask. It's one of those things. And as I drive around, you get to see sort of what's going on the ground here in China. So it's not only am I showing you the lack of masks, but I'm showing you my stomping grounds here in Nanning, China. You gotta love this place. When you're on a bike and the wind is blowing in your face, oh yeah, it's sort of nice. And because we're by the university, you get these areas that are quiet. I love it. They still do have the rules, though. If you come and you go to university here at Guangxi University, once you got to do the 14 days quarantine before you're even allowed on the university grounds. And once you are on the university grounds, you ain't coming off. If you come off the university grounds to get back on, 14 days quarantine, you have to go through it all over again. So the people are relaxed. But the institutions, you can't go into a hospital without a mask. You can't go into the university without a mask. You can't go into the university unless you're a student. Once you're in until your semester is over, or until they lift the restrictions that they have here. So they're basically done the 11 million CV tests in Wuhan after finding 6 active cases. I'm not sure if they found any more, and I think those 6 active cases was a cluster in a family, I think all except for one. So it was a sort of a secluded little group of people. So that scare is basically over now. But the Jilin place up north, they locked down, seriously, they locked down 100 million people. Isn't this a beautiful little road, eh, guys? You know, this is basically university grounds, but a road going through the university grounds. On the right is middle school attached to Guangxi University, and on the left is Guangxi University. So between. But yeah, 100 million people locked down in Jilin. That's a lot of people. That's 1/3, just under 1/3 of the population of the entire United States. So when there is a problem in China, or they think that there's a problem in China, you bet your bottom dollar they're going to do whatever they can to make sure that I don't get run over here. Jesus. To make sure that it is caught really quickly and pushed back to where it's supposed to be, and that's into oblivion, guys. When I look at what's happening around the world, especially in places like the United States and Russia, you can see why China is very, very strict in their rules when they have a problem. But as you can see now in Guangxi province, well, in Nanning, not saying Guangxi province, but then again I was out in Luzhou and on the Vietnamese border, and I didn't see basically anybody wearing masks or anything like that. It's one of those things that if there's no fear, if they're thinking that it's not a big deal, then chances are they're not going to take it seriously until there's a problem. And in Guangxi province for at least a couple of months there hasn't been a problem. Try not to get run over here. The roads, there is an ebb and flow to how you get around in Nanning City, so it may look dangerous to you guys, but it's basically fairly safe, unless you get some crazy driver that yeah, we won't even talk about those crazy drivers. This video was actually inspired this morning when I was waiting at the wet market, because Weifang just had to run in for a couple of small items. So I just sort of hung out on the bike in front of the wet market, and I noticed person after person after person coming up to the front gate of the wet market and pulling their mask out of their pocket and putting it on, because you can't get into the wet market without a mask on. So I looked around at the people that were inside the wet market, and everybody was wearing a mask, maybe not properly under the chin or whatever, but they can't get in without a mask. Then I was looking at the people outside the wet market, and it was more of a spackling of people wearing masks, and most people either not wearing them properly, having them under their chin, or not wearing them at all. So I thought, well, I'm going to drive around Nanning for a little while, and we're going to just count. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up on a sidewalk here, point myself towards traffic, and we'll see as the people go by how many people are wearing masks and how many people aren't. I have noticed that over 53% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribers. So why don't you reach over to that subscriber button right now and push that puppy. It helps the algorithm, it helps my channel. The more subscribers, the more times they promo me. It's just a good thing for Gweilo 60. So have a heart, subscribe, guys. Okay, so here we are sitting on the side of the street here, and we're seeing, okay, well, one guy, two guys weren't wearing masks there. Boy, we got a whole bunch of people wearing masks here. There's a couple. Oh no, that's just one guy without a mask. There's another guy. Another guy. See, a little girl and dad not wearing masks. Another guy not wearing a mask, another guy. You see, so there is a spackling of people wearing masks and then not wearing masks. It's one of those things that I guess it's basically up to the individual whether they want to wear a mask or don't want to wear a mask. And you know, it's your safety that you're risking. Plus, you're risking other people if you do have it and you could spread it. But because they haven't had a case in Guangxi province for probably, I don't know, over 2 months that I know of, everybody's feeling pretty safe, as you can tell, because, you know, a lot of these people, they're just not wearing masks. Is Gweilo wearing a mask? No, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not going to lie to you. It's my mask is in my pocket because I might have to go to Walmart later and grab some beer, because I cleaned out the fridge last night editing and drinking beer and discussing stuff with the Saturday morning group of people that we do the Let's Talk China live show. And I guess we're going to be setting up a second live stream on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. China time. And it's going to be called China Talk or China Chat, one or the other. I'm not sure. But you're going to see people like Lee Barrett and Matt from Gweilo Nation, Alex Absolute, Alex from Reportify Media. You're going to see yours truly, Gweilo 60. You're going to see a snarky guy, Austin from China. You're going to see Blondie and Nico, Jonathan from New Moves. You're going to see Patrick Freeman. You're going to, like, there's a whole battery of people that are going to be on this show also. So keep that in mind. Tune in, and we're doing it, yes, for you UK subscribers and viewers that took it on the chin over the last couple of months at 2 a.m. in the morning. We're doing this time period for you just because you being such loyal viewers, and we figured that we give you something that isn't such a bad time period. I noticed that there's a police check up in front here. I'm going to go rolling through there with my camera and see if they pull me over. Why would they pull me over? I'm Gweilo 60. I'm a ghost. They can't even see me, so how can they even know to pull me over? You know what I mean? I think they're checking bikes and stuff like that. Oh, I wasn't looking at those pretty girls, but I was looking at the police. They didn't even see me. It was like, it's one of those things. I've noticed that if you're I hate to say it, if you're a white guy driving a bike in Nanning City, China, the police basically ignore you, like, unless you're doing something ridiculously stupid. But when they have checks like that, they don't pull you over. They only pull over Chinese people. So as you can see in this video, there's a large population of the people of Nanning, China that are not wearing masks. No social distancing, no worries. I know when I go into a restaurant, nobody wears a mask. Well, you can't stick your food through a mask. You know what I mean? So there's, the fear is gone, and everybody's getting back to normal. All the shops are open. Everything is exactly back to the way it used to be. And so I got my China back, and I love it. And that's another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button, hit the bell, resubscribe, and never forget, people, put a couple bucks into children's Patreon account. It's for a good cause. It's for poor, rural Chinese children. They just need a helping hand. Let's give them that helping hand. Thanks for watching. Bye now.